Got another question. This is from Melissa again. Thank you, Melissa. The question is it a good idea to work at multiple clubs? And I would say yes, because it gives you an interesting perspective of how different clubs work, of how different clientele acts at different clubs, about how you feel at one club instead of another. You might make a lot more money at one club than the other. I tried probably about 7 or maybe more before I found the one that I really liked. The managers can make a huge difference in your life. I've definitely quit working at clubs because I couldn't stand the managers. I've also kept working at clubs because I love the managers though, and they treated me really well. There's all kinds of things that can vary depending on the club, such as your house fee, which is the dollar amount that you have to pay to work there. And that can range from $20 to $200. The range can be huge. $200 is a stretch, but I think I paid $200 once in Las Vegas. But that was also to stay off stage though, which was I think it was $80. So house fee was probably $120, and then I think I spent $80, something like that. Clientele, some places they can be trashy, especially if the club has kind of a trashy reputation about it, and these clients might expect more than you're willing to offer. Variation in music, which is a huge deal to me. That can change widely between different clubs that you go to. Again, management is a really big deal. I worked at a club in LA where the manager was just an absolute dirtball. He would try to touch you on the arm and stuff, not in just a friendly way. You can tell when someone's trying to be friendly or when he's just trying to be like he was. He grossed me out, to say the least. I think I worked there twice, and I don't even know why I came back the second night. The cleanliness of the club can make a huge impression on you, whether that's the actual cleanliness of the club, are the bathrooms clean, etc., or the cleanliness of what's allowed there. I want to make it clear, most clubs, at least the ones that I've been to, do not allow shit to go down in the VIP. Now, there's not usually cameras in there, so stuff can happen. So if a club has a reputation about it, or if all the girls are doing it or something like that, I'm not suggesting you do that. I'm just letting you know, for the most part, I didn't work at clubs where that was really a problem. That wasn't the case when I went to a club in Miami. Again, it's not all of them, but this was a huge club, and it rhymes with footsies. They made it very clear that they didn't care about what you did as long as they got paid. And I'm just telling you which club it is, and you'll know if you go to Miami and look up footsies, you'll find it. I'm just telling you because I don't want you to get there and be surprised like I was if you're not into that kind of thing. So I think that's the basic rundown of why I think it's a great idea. Plus, it's also an experience. For example, I lived in Las Vegas for a little while, living in a hotel, working between Sapphire and Spearmint Rhino. And it was kind of fun. It was an experience. And reflecting on it, when I would walk through the casino at night, going to work, on many occasions, I had guys wave me over to their table. At least they tried. I didn't go because at the time I was like, oh, I need to work. But in retrospect, I should have gone over to the table because why not? It's basically free money to play games. I did end up going back to Las Vegas after I left there because I thought about that. I was like, why wouldn't you just do that? Why don't you just walk around a casino all night and wait for guys to buy you in? That's not quite as easy as it sounds, and it's a little bit, feels a little awkward because if you're walking around for long enough, the security will start to think that you're a hooker. I know for sure I was being watched in a couple of those places, so it was just awkward. It felt a little uncomfortable, so maybe not worth it. But if you do decide to do that, go to Las Vegas and work while you're out there. Pay attention to the guys that you're walking by and give them eye contact and even smile at them because they might wave you over. And if you decide to sit down with them and they buy you in, do not offer the money back when it's over. They offered to buy you in and they paid for an experience with you. So just be super grateful and be thankful, but don't offer it back. Just tell them how much fun you had and whatever else you want to tell them. The cool thing about stripping is that you can find a club almost anywhere you go. And why not give it a try? Because you might just have a great night.